Hey, I'm back, and we're just about to start season 2 of Improv class, aka Improv for Anxiety Level B. Okay, so it's been about a month since the end of Level A, and during that time, I was doing a lot of meditating, about up to 3 times a day, a little bit of exercise, and just eating healthy, just trying to prepare for my overall goal, the final part in level E, where we perform on stage. And I'm glad I did, because I definitely feel more calm, more grounded, more able to deal with challenges, even more able to deal with thoughts and feelings and to make myself feel better. And those are really important things. I'm still nervous, but I'm going to be around friends, and that's going to make it a lot easier, and it's probably going to be a fun time. So, I'm going to start class, and I will see you guys later. Alright, ciao. Nima ba 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 ba. Ba ba.
Translation: Hi.
Blah. Blah blah blah. Ba ba.
It was really great to see everybody, and we had a lot of fun, but we were really rusty.
Ba bee boo ba. Ba wee oo wee oo.
Our teacher was really brilliant, and he planned ahead for this.
Ba ba. Ma 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 ma. Hanzaba. Ba. Ha! Sha-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Shooby-dooby-dooby-doo.
So we went and did some of the easier games, and it helped to bring our confidence back. And then we went to the lesson of the week. Can you guess what this week's lesson was about?
So this week's class was about listening. Well, it was really listening, observing, and repeating. More to do with listening to words and repeating them back, but also observing like how the tone is with the voice, um, as well as the body language and how that is between two different people. When you see what's going on in a scene, you listen to how things are being said, what's being said. You can kind of see the relation between the different characters in a scene. And we also touched a little bit on how you don't really have to keep adding stuff, like more and more stuff, to make the scene interesting or funny. You can play off what's already there. But the key is to really observe to see what's really there. So we played games involving listening to multiple people at one time. We played games where we had to follow instructions while we were doing stuff with our eyes closed. We played games where we repeated ourselves several times. And we played some other games. And so it really tested us on our listening skills, or helped us to improve on them, and also our observation. So I had a really hard time with this week's class because I have this inner litany of thoughts. It's just like, oh, what if I embarrass myself? What if I say this wrong? What if I say the wrong, what if I upset somebody? What if I offend somebody unintentionally? And we had actually played this one game where it was about listening to two different conversations at once and then having to repeat what was said. It was really interesting because the teacher actually was talking a little bit about that process, having that thought process going on while you're trying to pay attention, because it can become so loud that you're not really focused on what the other person says. It's like you're adding another person and another story while you're trying to pay attention to the first person. it can make it really difficult to pay attention. And yeah, it does for me. It does for me in class, and it does for me just regularly. So I thought that was kind of interesting. And he also led to a second point, which was about trusting our instincts, which is perfect because I've been, really working on that for the last couple of years. And what he said about that is, if you're really truly in danger, your instincts will let you know. Like, you'll have that feeling, that gut feeling that something's really wrong. And you really don't have to consciously think about, what could go wrong. Because your instincts will kick in the moment that something does go wrong, or, beforehand, to prevent things from going wrong that are actual serious danger to your safety. You consciously don't have to think about that. And so it's fine to let that go. Not to get so focused and obsessed on that inner thought talk of fear. You don't have to. And if you make a mistake, it's fine. You know, you can get through that and you can overcome that. And it'll be over. It could be over in a couple of moments. That's fine. And what I remember from mindfulness meditation, it's not really about pushing them away. It's not really about fighting them. It's not about running away either. It's about just acknowledging that they're there, letting them be where they are, but refocusing on what's going on in the present. And eventually they won't be as intense. Because it's really about the whole resisting, fighting, and running away that makes them so intense. But allowing them has a different energy. When you allow them, they just kind of run their course and they vanish, and you don't have them as much. It was also really interesting because we played other games. We were focusing more on observation and seeing, like, reading between the lines, like I said before, with how people say things. And I made a response. Somebody had, said, "Oh, I really like your videos," and I'm like, "Oh, you really think that way," or something like that. And my teacher interpreted that as not really accepting the compliment. It's just like being surprised that somebody actually likes my videos, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of interesting. I didn't really think about that before, and it really makes me question how I respond to other people. I've gone through a lot of life just thinking that people don't know, like I'd feel a certain way, or I'd say something, I might feel uncomfortable, and it's like, oh yeah, people probably don't see that, or they probably don't notice that, I'm not as talkative, or they probably don't notice I'm not really having a lot of tone in my voice when I'm talking to them, so it sounds kind of like bored. Like, I think that, oh, they don't notice that, but maybe they actually do. And so, yeah, I have to be more cognizant with how I come across, I guess. And, at this point, I'm still trying to pre-plan things. It's a habit, along with the worrying and the not wanting to make mistakes. But I guess old habits die hard. They really do. They take a while to let go. And I guess I'm still working on it. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know what you guys think. And subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. Alright, so I will see you in the next video. Ciao.
If you haven't already seen the videos from Level A, click on the following link below and watch them now.